Okay, I got to admit, a little bit tense. I am a bit tense because I've had a discussion with Bernice, the wife Bernice, and she's coming. She's going to be on the show today, and we'll see. Hopefully, it might be a regular thing. But already, I'm a little bit tense because we had an argument about where the monitor's going to be, like where she must sit, and then I'm telling her where to sit, and she's arguing with me, and I got to remain calm. And it's difficult to remain calm. And I'm a bit tense because the last time we did this, over 2 years ago, Bernice walked out of the show because we got into an argument and she walked off. So Bernice, we've covered the ground rules. I'm going to run my normal show, and then you can just budka occasionally.
Okay. Can I add two points?
Okay, but make it brief.
Firstly, you need to stop smacking your hand on the table.
Yeah.
Okay, sit on your hands or do something.
Yeah.
Secondly, what is budka? Budka is Yiddish for interrupt.
Talk on the side.
Okay, all right.
Talk on the side. You're a good budkaner.
Very, very good.
Okay, but before we go any further, just a little bit of feedback. I don't know whether Shani is being sarcastic. This is Shani. She says, Damon, I'm not sure what you were trying to do with your last episode. You were trying to be comedic. I don't think that's your strength. I think when you talk about Israel and Hamas, that you really got that does it for me. She said you really have your finger on the pulse of the Middle East. That's what she said. I think she's Shani. I don't think I agree.
I think I agree with you disagreeing.
Yeah.
I mean,
you got to take it with a pinch of salt.
This isn't the Middle East show.
Yeah, this is not the Middle East show.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have in-depth knowledge of the Middle East. I think comedia, is your strength.
Okay, and then we did cover Kate MIddleton and Prince and King Charles the other day, but just in case you missed it, so we had Kate MIddleton in bed, and we were going to have the scissors to cut the ribbon, because as you know, Bernice, she's got to be fit to cut a ribbon, so she's not fit enough yet. So she's lying in bed, and the idea is that for now, she will just look at the scissors, with the idea that we'll bring the ribbon to the side of her bed, and then if she's comfortable with that, then she can sit upright. Because my theory is that she had hernia surgery.
Why?
Because she was in hospital.
Yes, I get it, but she could have also had a tummy tuck.
It's unlike.
Why? Why? She squeezed. She pushed.
Okay, if she had a tummy tuck, it's exactly the same, almost. The pain, the rehabilitation.
Exactly.
Okay,
she's a healthy woman.
So just an update. Things have gone backwards a bit. Kate MIddleton, that's Princess of Wales. She won't even look at the scissors at this stage. The doctors were a bit rash, and they put the ribbon up, but they put the ribbon up on the wrong side of the bed. So Prince William, the first morning that they did, Prince William got up and he nearly got decapitated by the ribbon. He nearly got asphyxiated by the ribbon because he sleeps on the left-hand side and Kate sits on the right-hand side. But anyway, they've removed the ribbon and the scissors are just lying there. And so Kate MIddleton, they've slowed things down, and she's not gonna. Hopefully, she'll at least look at the ribbon. Bernice, you're looking at me strangely. You see, because you haven't even been listening or watching my podcast.
But I mean, maybe that's the point. Maybe there shouldn't be such continuity. I mean, I get it. There's something about him tripping on the ribbon.
I think I contextualized it very well.
Okie dokie.
Yeah,
I think she had a tummy tuck. I think that's my guess. I mean, what kind of operations could she have?
Well, I covered that. You see, if you bothered to listen.
I'm sorry.
She was in a hospital for a whole week. And then she's going to be out of action until March. So, it can't be appendicitis. Can't be an ovarian cyst. It can't be a cyst on the psoas major, which is a muscle attached to your lower 5 lumbar vertebra to the head of your femur, which is your leg bone.
But then what would be the recovery time for a tummy tuck? What is the technical term?
Well, I don't know what but I'm saying hernia because I know a lady who just had a hernia operation and she was out of action for a month, and I just spoke to her the other day and she's still not 100% recovered. So that is my theory.
My theory is it's a tummy tuck. And my theory is that after squeezing out 3 pups, things have not ended up the way they should end up, and she probably straps it all together with like a version of spandex, and unfortunately it needed to be done. You know, looking attractive is good.
Alexa, we're recording a podcast, Alexa. That's my daughter. What do you need?
Just want to know where the hair gel is.
Where's the hair gel?
Go ask Megan for the hair gel.
Okay.
Couldn't you have just done that? No respect.
None whatsoever. Huh?
So,
Such bad parenting.
Yeah. So, trauma. I made a huge mistake. I set up a conversation group on WhatsApp.
Oh, yeah.
Biggest mistake ever.
Completely.
People I sent invites or messages to all these people on my phone. You would think I broke into their house and opened their fridge and started eating all their food the way they responded. Such an intrusion and invasion of privacy. People were like seriously angry and offended. Who are you? Where did you get my number? Like hectic stuff.
So you opened up a group.
It's called a conversation group
What's the
on
difference?
WhatsApp.
What's the difference between that and a group?
And I actually don't know.
I think it's the same thing.
I don't even know.
And I think that was such a schoolboy error. You should never have done that.
Well, I can't even work out after this. So you know what WhatsApp did? They didn't give me a warning. Nothing. They could have just closed down my conversation group, banned me. You do not have access to WhatsApp.
No, I mean, that was crazy.
How can you just kick me off WhatsApp?
Well, I don't think you have a choice in the matter, but it really is crazy. So don't do it again.
But
don't do stupid things. You know how many people do make that mistake?
People think they are so important.
No, it's annoying. You create a conversation group of 1,000 people, and then all these dumb dummies start messaging on the group, and your phone blows up with all the pinging.
Then you leave the group. Do you have to? Somebody reported me. Somebody actually said, "I'm reporting you."
I think it's a fair punishment for stupidity.
Yeah, but it's a real test.
You just interrupted me. It's a fair punishment for stupidity.
Yes, but
I mean, that is like an old age thing to do.
So I did an appeal. I didn't think it was going to work, but WhatsApp is back.
Good.
This morning.
We love Meta.
But the feeling of losing WhatsApp, it's like I was more upset about losing WhatsApp than the possibility of losing my right big toe. I was like so upset.
Why? What's wrong with your toe?
Well,
have we covered that as well?
I covered it in a previous episode, but just to contextualize, I had an ulcer on my toe, and there's a chance that I might have osteomyelitis, which is a bone infection of the big toe.
So it's sad.
It's very serious.
You know what? It was so avoidable because I can think of at least 279 occasions where I told you to go and see a doctor.
Well, I only got the infection that only happened in the last week and a half.
No, it's been infected on and off. I think the infection just rose to a point of completely decaying flesh level severity, which is why you ended up.
Well, anyway.
I have had to deal with the stench coming from your toe for how long?
Well, the stench, you haven't smelt anything lately?
No, because you've been banned. You've been given instructions. There's a process you have to follow. I don't want to be too long-winded, but you're not allowed to. You're forbidden to wash your socks.
Well, the ulcer is healed.
You can't wash your socks with all of our stuff
No,
because it ends up smelling like death.
I keep it in a separate plastic container in the one spare bathroom, and then I do a pre-rinse before it joins the rest of the washing.
I'm devastated to hear that, actually.
What are you devastated to hear?
Well, firstly, for the environment. I mean, why would you do a pre-rinse of two socks?
No. I collect a lot of things.
So it smells like real death.
Oh, my God. You open up that container and
it's just like...
I once went to the morgue in Hillbrow, and it's almost as bad as that morgue.
But again, you've denied me the reality. You have not stepped into that world of mine for the last year at least, where I've been fighting about the smell of your toe.
Well... Anyway, so so I tried to phone. I phoned what you got to go through to see an orthopedic surgeon. There was an app. I had to go onto an app and fill in a long, detailed form, and hopefully they'll call me to be. I want to be directly admitted. That's the plan. So we'll see. So what is the interest?
But they wanted to admit you that one time that we took you to the Morningside clinic and the doctor said your toe smells funky. That was the doctor's diagnosis.
He also said it was gangrenous and necrotic.
No, that was the second doctor. The first doctor, the female doctor, said she put your toe in a basin of betadine and she said, your toe's not smelling very good.
Well, the fact is, so there's a chance well, so what do they want to do? I have to have an MRI and possibly a biopsy, which I mentioned before.
Do they just put your toe into the machine? Like, surely they should just do your whole body and
No,
have a look for anything.
The whole body goes in the machine, but then the technology just focuses on my foot.
Well, I feel while you're in there, they should give you like a
MRIs.
once-over.
No, MRIs are very expensive. They can't do that.
But just let them do the whole thing, and then they can like go back if there's an issue.
No. You'll never MRI the whole body. That's ridiculous. So they'll just focus on the foot.
Well, maybe you should
toe.
put your head on your toe, and then you can do both, and we might have some, mysteries solved.
You're just being ridiculous.
Okay.
So I didn't know this, but we about to have Sona, State of the Nation tomorrow night, and I made the mistake of putting on a radio station 702 to listen to their news, and their angle was that this is a test of what President Ramaphosa's support
Yes.
or strength or
Pre-election.
This is just to show whether he's going to give confidence.
Well, I mean, we don't really see him sonaring, so it would be nice. It would be like the recency effect in science.
The what effect?
Recency, like recent. So if something is recent in your mind, that is what you remember. And that's what Joe Biden's also relying on. So for the American elections in November, he's going to hope that everyone's going to forget about this little thing going on in Gaza right now, I say sarcastically. And by the time he gets to November, everything will have been now resolved. America will have resolved their situation with Israel and etc. And people might not remember it and hold it against him.
We'll see. Ramaphosa gives very good speeches. He speaks really well. If everything he said in his speeches actually happened, our GDP would be 10% a year.
Are we expecting action from the EFF?
I'm confused because I haven't followed the news very closely, unfortunately. I didn't even know this, but a couple of the EFF people have been suspended from Parliament.
Wow.
Yeah, and Dadlozi and Malema. And Floyd Shivambu. They've been banned. They've been suspended from Parliament.
Damn it!
So I don't know.
I like that parliamentary circus.
But I'm going to I'm going to just read up the highlights of the State of the Nation.
No, I'm watching it. I'm watching it for entertainment value.
So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. Maybe we'll report back. We'll report back on Sona.